would you recommend doing a bootcamp? You mentioned the benefits of bootcamp a little bit. Corinna, tell us more about why would you recommend?
It all boils down about which kind of learner you are and what works better for you. For me, the bootcamp was very useful because it was a more structured curriculum, because I did also in person just right after COVID. I really needed to be in person with somebody else around me because the whole confinement things was way too much. I would recommend to do a bootcamp, but before, I will always recommend people to start looking for free resources on the internet to be sure that you like programming, because there are many things that you can do in tech. You can be a project manager, you can be a data analyst, you can be a scrum master, you can be a UX designer. There are many, many things there. QA, you name it, there is another. First of all, I will say, if you are thinking about entering into tech and you are not so much of a solo learner, definitely a bootcamp is a good choice. Most of the bootcamps are quite expensive, and there is a huge financial investment to do there. Do it wisely. Start to learn a bit by yourself from YouTube. In general, there are tons of resources that you can consult to start and to see if you can get the hang of it, and research. Go through LinkedIn and start to type different kind of jobs. Try to ask for a virtual coffee chat to somebody to get more insight. What is the day-to-day of a software developer? What is the day-to-day of a UX designer? What a Scrum Master does? Maybe tech is your field, but you don't like programming. Maybe you like another thing. If you are convinced that programming still helps that you get a bit of knowledge by yourself without being scared. Of course, you will not doing perfect things from the beginning. If I look at the code I wrote 2 years ago, I'm like, okay. But it's just to get a taste of it and understanding better what is going to be, because bootcamps usually are very intensive programs. There are 3 or maybe 6 months if you do it part-time, but it's a huge investment in money and time. I will recommend it for sure if you feel that you need more structure in your learning, if you are longing for having some community around, if you are the kind of learner that learns better when you study together with somebody. I will definitely recommend a bootcamp. Most of the bootcamps also provide you career coaching. In the last part, definitely something that you can benefit. I benefit a lot. I will recommend personally, but with the premises that you start studying a bit before by yourself. Otherwise, maybe you can get too much stress because the content is a lot in very few time. So it doesn't hurt to have a bit of understanding. If you're thinking about doing a bootcamp that is JavaScript and React, in Code Academy, there are perfectly fine courses about fundamentals of JavaScript that you can take, and then you can decide to enroll in a bootcamp.